everybody, I am Dr. Talicia McHugh. I am your professor and your tour guide for EDUC 1300 Learning Frameworks. So I just wanted to do this short little video to kind of give you an overview of our syllabus, let you know a little bit more about this class, and let you know a little bit more about who I am. Starting off, the Learning Frameworks course is designed for students with typically less than 12 credit hours or 4 classes in college. It's geared for students in their first, maybe second semester, and typically haven't been in college before. And this class is to help you kind of get acclimated to college culture. So we will spend time reading and talking about time management, study skills, critical thinking, as well as ACC resources. We are a very large college. We've got 11 campuses all the way from Hayes down to Round Rock and Leander. So we have a lot of services and resources for you. Sometimes it can be overwhelming and it can feel like they're difficult to find, even more so as an online student. So I will do my best to embed and show you all the different resources that are available to you as ACC students. And so that's really what this course is for, is to kind of help prepare us. I always say every student has a toolbox, or actually a utility belt, because I'm a big Batman fan. And in that utility belt, we all have different tools and things that we need. Some of us may have more or less tools. Some of us just may need to sharpen some tools. And that's kind of what this class is going to do. Help you build skills in areas maybe you don't have skills in yet. Help you sharpen skills that you already have, identify strengths and weaknesses so that you can be the most successful college student for you and for what your goals are and what your timeline looks like. A little bit about me. I have been with ECC for 13 and a half years. I've been teaching this course for almost 7 years. I work full time. I've worked in a variety of offices. I'm currently the advising supervisor at the Round Rock campus, and then I teach this course in my free time, so evenings and weekends. What that means is I'm super engaged with the college. I'm very well versed in ACC, so please use me as a resource, not just for questions about this class, but if you just have questions in general about ACC, more than likely, if I don't know the answer, I can connect you to the right person for whatever that question is. So don't be afraid to reach out to me. So let's take a look at our syllabus. Go ahead. There we go. Get me out of your way. So you will see I did something different where instead of having it, sending it to you as a Word doc or a PDF, I made it a website. And I did this because it doesn't require you to sign on. And you can access it on your phone, on your tablet, or on your laptop desktop. If you want a paper one to print out, I'm happy to send you one, but this will be the most up-to-date way for information. And I feel like it's just going to be, I hope, easier for students to access. As you go through it, if you see anything that doesn't make sense, please let me know. I own this site, so to speak, so I make all the edits, which means I make all the mistakes. So please feel free to let me know if you catch something. But starting off, you'll see me a lot talk about my drop-in hours. These are also some faculty call them office hours. This is a space for you to jump on a Zoom and ask me any questions you may have, share any concerns. If you have things that are making it hard for you to keep up with your work, this is the place to come see me so that I can help guide you, or we can work together and come up for a plan for success. I'm always willing to work with students. I just have to know what's going on. And by know what's going on, I don't need the tea. I don't need all the details, but I need to know enough as it relates to this course. So you'll see that it's also at the bottom of this page. It's going to be all over our Blackboard page and our Google Classroom. I do use both, mostly Google Classroom, because I find it more accessible for students, especially online, to be able to access materials. You can turn on notifications or turn them off. But each week I will unload that week's materials. And if you have your notifications, it'll pop up on your email and or phone if you need the reminder. That's the way that I have that set up for you. If my drop-in hours do not work for you, and you'll see them at the very bottom of the page, If any of them don't work for you, I also include my Calendly link, and you can click on that and it takes you to my Google Calendar, and you can make an appointment at a time that works for you. If none of that works, shoot me an email and we will find something that works so that we can meet either virtually or if you want to come north in person. Um, Going down, we've got a little bit more about what this class is going to help prepare you for. I try to keep it practical and as real world scenarios as that I can for you. That being said, we will have discussions in class or pack back discussions where you're discussing online. And my expectation is that we treat each other with respect. I want honest opinions. I'm fine if you disagree with something. I just want it to be in a respectful manner as you're engaging with your classmates and with me. You'll find a copy of my class expectations just so you know what I am looking for as your professor. The use of ACC email is in here. This is the only email that I can discuss anything about your grades or the class on. So please make sure, and this is true for all ACC faculty and staff, so please make sure that you have it activated so that you're getting those emails and you're able to use that email. If you're having issues with it, this is a hyperlink that will take you to our help desk and they can help you with it because I cannot. And then further down, if you see rubrics like from your other classes, this is part of the reason they're so long. You're going to get a little bit of everything. I linked what I could for you so that some things were super quick, like accessing our textbook, what my paper requirements are. They're also going to be all over here on this menu as well. So you can open up and you can look at, definitely make sure that you look at my withdraw and incomplete policy. These are the session dates from the college. So know what session that you're in. Here's the start and end dates if that helps, so that you know your deadline. Please know, yeah, and then I've got some general requirements from our admissions office for you. Same thing with an incomplete grade. You have to work that out with me, and we need to do it as soon as something starts coming up. The earlier, the better, so that I can give you that extension, and we can come up with a plan to get your work in and get you the grade that you earned. But like if something comes up, I've worked with students, car wrecks, family emergencies, deaths in the family. It's all very unfortunate, but life doesn't stop just because we're in school. So please talk to me because I'm happy to work with you and figure out a system. So if you do get to the point in the semester where you're thinking about withdrawal, also talk to me. We might be able to work something out. And these are all of the college policies on how all that works. For me, my late work policy is everything is due by Sunday at midnight unless I've noted it otherwise. I don't accept assignments after 5 days, and I do that just to protect myself. I don't have the bandwidth to, at the end of the semester, be grading a bunch of late work. So I felt like this was a fair compromise. It gives you as a student time to take a small hit on points, but still get something in with some extra days. So that, again, some points are better than no points. So it does give you some wiggle room with that as well. I do have a policy. If I'm missing more than 2 assignments, I may drop you from the course. I will do my absolute best to reach out to you first. But if I have not heard from you and assignments are not turning in, I'm going to assume that you've disengaged from the course, and I'll remove you so that I can focus on the students who are engaged. If you've disengaged with the course because you're dealing with, maybe a car wreck and like now you have no transportation and you're having to figure out work and like, I absolutely understand my class, bottom of the priority pile. Please shoot me an email and let me know like, hey, I'm dealing with this. We can set a meeting when things have calmed down and work for it. But if I don't get that email, I can't know what's going on with you. And I've just assumed that you've abandoned the course. So please be mindful of that. Speaking of our assignments, under assignment, I have your general expectations for each assignment. The very first page, this is how I want the papers formatted, all that good stuff. I've also linked This is a really great online writing resource. It helps with everything from citations to grammar, things like that, through Purdue University. So I've linked that for you. And then just the general information. We will be doing discussion through posts through Packback, and the instructions to set up an account and use that will be in Google Classroom. Our time management project is a 7-day project. So I will send you a reminder so that we can start that in enough time to finish it by the due date. Well, the learning profile paper and the career exploration project. And you can click on these buttons to learn more about them, and what all is going to be expected from you. And then under home or under course schedule deadlines, whichever way you get there, you will see buttons. This is the college's academic calendar. So if you just want to know different dates for dropping, adding, it goes through summer. So it'll also show you summer registration dates if you plan to take classes with us in the summer. But this is the college one. And then if you click on your class, you'll find this. You will find here's an embedded calendar of our class of things that are due. This is a link directly to our Blackboard page. This is a link directly to your Google Classroom page. Excuse me. Scrolling down, you will find my session schedule. At the top, my information again, how to find me, my drop-in hours. Here's your Zoom information. This will also be in Google Classroom and Blackboard for you. My late policy again. And then you will see the breakdown of the grade. So, for example, for this class, this is how much everything is worth, to a total of 800 points. And then this is how the point system translates into your letter grade. And it's literally just taking your earned points divided by the course points and then multiply it by 100 if you ever wanted to know the secret formula. ACC does letter grades, A, B, C, D, F, or W if you drop a course. So we don't do plus and minuses. So a 98 is going to be an A just the same as a 92, and so on. Some four-year colleges do, A minus, A, or A plus. We do not. It's just the letter grade. And then I've included more of the support services again for you. These are direct links to get a hold of any of these services you may need. And then finally, the main event is your session schedule. Please note some of my policies. If you submit a paper and you don't get the grade you want, I will let you revise it and submit it again to be regraded. I do have extra credit options for you. The most comprehensive one is going to be this resource bingo, because it gives you some options depending on how much of it you want to do. You can replace a lowest test grade or earn points on top of your final grade, or both. And then scrolling down, you will see we've got it broken by each week. This is the start date of the week. This is what we'll go over that week. This is what you need to read. This is going to be what's due for you, how many points it's worth. The due date is in red. And then this box is for you. If you want to track your points and track your progress, you can save this as a Google Doc for yourself. You can print it, save it on your desktop, whatever makes the most sense for you. And you can fill in your points for each week to see when things are due. You'll see blue highlighted is projects. This kind of pinkish peach color is your exams. I've got spring break in there. We will not be working over spring break. We will be enjoying our spring break. I do include the withdrawal date for the appropriate class. Again, just so you have it on your radar, my goal is to not have students drop unless sometimes it can't be helped. Sometimes it's a medical emergency situation, right? But generally speaking, I will work with you if I can. But if you need to drop the course, just know that that's your deadline. After the course withdrawal deadline, so in this case, looks like April 22nd, you have to take the grade that you get. All of our courses will have a drop deadline, usually in the second to last week of the semester. I think you get a week's notice for our 8-week classes because they're super short. This is my teaching assistant, by the way. This is Cartman. He's a nuisance, but he can only be on my desk or in my lap while I'm working. And he's terrible at grading, so he's really kind of useless, but he's cute. That's going to be the biggest overview of our course. Um, you will, our first week, I want you to click around, find what you can, break it, let me know what doesn't work, what does work. And then we will jump into the subjects and get started with our semester. But other than that, this website is my website, meaning I'm in charge of all the content, and that means possible mistakes. So if you see a mistake on here, please don't hesitate to reach out to me so that I can fix it or I can clarify it. Um, and then, yeah, just click around. We just talked about my grading policy, assignments. These last two are more of the college stuff, less about our specific class, but definitely things that you want to click on and know, especially the students' rights and responsibilities and your free services are all in here for you. All right, guys, I'm looking forward to working with you this semester. Again, you have my email in here, you have my Calendly, and you have my drop-in hours, so please don't hesitate to reach out with questions and concerns or just thoughts of the day. I don't know, whatever's on your mind.